doing business on. Conference NBA game. We're live at AT&T Center. Welcome to San Antonio, Texas for this Spurs home game. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, Perkins is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Batum. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Westbrook in at the foul. Shot clock at 2. They get it back. Screen by Duncan. Here's Bellinelli. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And there's the first bucket of the game. Yeah, that's a nice tone setter out of the gate. Marco Bellinelli with a career season playing for the Spurs in 2013-14. His best ever three-point percentage. In fact, he led the league in that category for the first half of the season.
San Antonio with the ball. Hill kicks to Duncan. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Duncan's got his first basket.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Westbrook again. Hill. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Russell Westbrook, maybe the most athletic and explosive point guard ever to play in the NBA. As some people would say. What about you?
Well, you know, it's hard to say ever. But Russell Westbrook clearly plays with the kind of ferocity that I've not seen at the point guard position. The only guy that comes to mind is probably Derrick Rose prior to his injury. I think Westbrook's aggression, powering through contact, probably gives him the edge. He plays almost angry.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque. I mean, it's something to behold. I've not quite seen a guy at the point guard spot bring that kind of athleticism and speed and tenacity to the position.
Well, I like how you mentioned Rose, because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose was
right in that same category.
Yeah. Hill passes the splitter. Can't get it to go. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
And Russell Westbrook, maybe the most explosive first step in the league. I mean, he doesn't just get an angle on his defender. He leaves them completely behind with a free run to launch all those shots around the rim.
Hill dishes to Duncan. Out to the right wing. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Bellinelli's got his second basket of the game.
Well, Westbrook, once he blows by that first defender, he is absolutely fearless attacking the help defense. High-flying power dunks, finishes with both hands. He's a bad, bad man.
Here's Bellinelli. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Perkins. Well, the Hawks were in a bit of transition last year, that phase of their development. But one area that they really struggled was getting wins on the road.
And that's always hard to do. They were very average away from home this season, right in the middle of the playoff time.
Both free throws good from Bellinelli.
And with Atlanta on the road, they didn't really play too terribly, but they just didn't close out games away from home when they needed to.
Burks can't get it to go.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Hill kicks to Duncan. And he gets it to go.
You know, winning on the road is often about the little things, and that's where Atlanta came up a bit short last year and why they ended up with only 14 road wins, the lowest of any playoff team in the East.
Shot from the wing. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
It's Westbrook with the drive. It's stolen by Duncan. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Barnes got the ball. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys. You know, the Spurs, because of their way of conducting business and their low-key personality, have never really been ratings darlings for the NBA, despite being considered and respected as a model franchise in the league. The team's color of silver and black, I think, fits their style. It's not really flashy or gaudy, but it does point out their business-like approach and how precise they play and how much they win.
Here's Hill following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Here's Duncan off with the layup. The Hawks trail by 5. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Hill. Westbrook passes to Burks. Back to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Batum. A three-pointer off the mark. San Antonio leading by 5. Duncan with the screen on Westbrook. And it's Hill penetrating. San Antonio again missing. Perkins with the screen for Westbrook. Now here's Burks. He's guarded by Hill. Westbrook against Duncan. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Atlanta making some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Kendrick Perkins. And it's Thompson in for Paul Millsap. Loose. Here's Burks. Good on the three-point shot. Burks has got 5 points so far.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Hill kicks to Bellinelli. He dishes it to Duncan. The feed now to Bellinelli. 6 to shoot. Ring shot on the way. And that one's good. 10 points for him.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Now, here's Burks. He's got 5. Offline from the top of the key.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault. And that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
Shooting for San Antonio.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Robinson's checked in for Splitter. Gibson comes in for Tim Duncan. Xavier Henry, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for George Hill. Now, here's Burks.
You look at the early lead, and it really comes down to defending the paint.
And the shot is good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Here is Nelson to the left wing. Henry. Good. And a nice assist from Nelson. Henry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
The Hawks trail by 7. The screen from Thompson. Batum dishes to Burks. Back to Batum. Westbrook kicks to Burks. It's good from long range. Burks has got 8.
I mean, what are you going to do defensively? You can just rise up and bang down a 3 ball like that. And you get such separation with the height advantage.
Now here's Barnes. Nelson kicks to Robinson. 5 to shoot. Loses his grip and misses the dunk. Hawks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Batum passes to Westbrook. And a miss there on the triple. Kicks it to Barnes. Gibson with the screen on Batum. Barnes with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Henry dishes to Nelson. Hits the three-point foul. Nelson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Westbrook kicks to Burks. On the mark with the 15-footer. Burks has got 10 points.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Pass to Henry. Feeds it to Gibson. Burks pulls it in. The Hawks trail by 5. Westbrook passes to McGee to the right side. Jacks up a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Barnes has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Nelson dishes to Barnes. Nelson outside. Spurs working the ball around now. Henry kicks to Gibson. Goes back up. And there's the pass.